So tell me how you got to introduce yourself.
My name is Brandon Lewis. I am class of 1996. Currently, I'm from Los Angeles, California. Currently living in Fort Worth, Texas. And I got to Piney Woods. Basically, my mom saw it on 60 Minutes, and she saw that special in 1993. And it was so moving to her that the next thing I know, I was packing my bags on the way down there to start school January of '94. And, I just never looked back from there.
Do you have any funny moments or funny stories that you could tell? Something nostalgic?
From Piney Woods,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
I guess everybody, the infamous burger in the coat, Dr. Ward thing we did. Dr. Napier, I was in her debate class and, creative writing and all that stuff. And she had this Christmas special we were going to do. And then I improvised at the end of it. It was called a Piney Woods Christmas. And I was Dr. Ward, and everything was going good, Because I was talking, we got to educate the kids because we don't educate the kids, And then it went into, I'm looking for something, and then in my coat, I pull out this burger and I bite it and throw it on the ground, and then everybody was laughing. But Dr. Ward was in the audience, he wasn't laughing. And then I saw, Coach Holloway slap him on the back and everything, and then he still wasn't laughing. So I'm like, damn, I'm about to get kicked out of the school, man. I'm about to, my mom ain't gonna never understand this. And so ever since then, then I heard it from Roosevelt Otis. Told me, he said, you let a white woman tell you to talk bad about Dr. Ward. How could you let that happen? I'm like, well, I didn't know. I don't know no better. Hell, I was just doing what was funny, And so, yeah, that was one of the funny moments from, one of many. So,
Okay, so
yeah.
so I know you are a master of impressionism, right? Could you do some of the favorite leadership characters or
Okay,
at
well,
Piney Woods?
what about, y'all remember Mr. Rob in the dorm?
Absolutely.
And you remember him selling them burgers? He was smoking a cigarette in one hand, handing out burgers with the other one. All right, now, boy, we got double stacks. Get them while they're hot. And we run out and get them, too. I'm like, how you got them damn burgers? But $2, remember there were two, and then we had Marcus May. He was selling them. Hey, we got 2 for 2, 2 burgers, $2. Remember Marcus May, the piano guy? Yeah. I don't know what happened. I hope he was going to be here, but he didn't make it. But, yeah, so him, who else? Who else did I do? There was so many. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, so and then I used to do Dr. Ward and then go off into the, because, we called him cheeseburger. They called him cheeseburger.
Why is that?
I don't know, we never saw him eat a cheeseburger. But it was so many, it was they called him cheeseburger, so I got in there and then we started doing the McDonald's slogan, he was talking about teach, because we got to educate the kids, then he couldn't contain that no more. We got to educate the kids because then you get hungry in the middle of that, because it's 2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce cheese on a sesame seed bun. And that was just one of the people. And then, Mr. Sires, you tough, boy. We had 6 smoke detectors come up missing in the dorm. I don't know who stole them, but we gonna find out who did it. And I just love doing those impressions of staff. And, I won the staff impersonation thing, and man, it was just, Piney Woods just bring back so many vivid memories, man.
So winning the impression award back in the day, right?
Yeah.
How did this help you do what you do now? So tell us what you do now and how is it helping you?
Yeah, I am a writer, somewhat of an actor, filmmaker. My wife, she and I have a film company, and we self-finance and self-produce our own films and introduce them to the world. And so we had a very successful first title, Jericho, and now we're working on Impossible, which is based on my lifelong struggle with obesity and now type 2 diabetes. And so that one is traveling the circuit. We're close to a big sale, and so once we get that sold, it'll be out to the world. But it started at Piney Woods doing those staff impersonations and taking the creative writing classes. Miss Franklin being on me about the English, not being able to spell the words correctly. And so all of those teachings kind of got me to where I am today, to be able to put that together.
Okay.
So yeah.
Anything else you would like to add?
I would just like to add that this reunion is something special, you know, because we know tomorrow is not promised. Sometimes I ask, when we're young, we're too young to understand kind of the magnitude of all this. And then 30 years later, you look up and you're like, man, why did God take so many special people away from me? People that were good people. Why would you never see them again for 30 years? Why would it take this to see them again? But you're glad that this happened so that you can see them again, just to say, hey, man, I miss you. Like these people are supposed to, you shared a shower with these people. You shared food with these people. You know how the boys, yeah, that's how we did it, you know what I'm saying? But you shared intimate moments with these people. When somebody died, you were the first to console them because there was nobody else, And so these people should be rightfully sharing in your firstborn's pictures and things, but then you don't know they have children till you come here 30 years later and you get to see those pictures. And it kind of, it's kind of bittersweet, but it's much needed at the same time. And so I'm just happy that it happened, and I'm looking forward to more like this.
Very good. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.